Good day, I'm Carrie-Ann Smith and this is your JIS News for Friday, November 7. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller has revealed that the largest share of a new development funding program with the European Union will go towards improving justice and governance in Jamaica. She was speaking on Thursday at the launch of the 11th European Development Fund for the 2014-2020 period. It activates Jamaica's National Indicative Program at a value of €46 million. Mrs. Simpson-Miller said the €23 million allocation to justice represents a deliberate policy to align the program with the government's strategic priorities for the first time. She lauded the European Union for this and other areas of support to Jamaica.
As we thank the EU for its continued support, we continue to be responsive to unfolding national realities as we implement the medium-term socio-economic policy framework in a spirit of true and mutually respectful collaboration with our international partners. Again, we thank our EU partners and we commit to playing our part to the timely and efficient implementation of these vital programs to 2020.
EU Head of Mission Paola Amadei meanwhile expressed support for the island's Vision 2030 goals.
The Jamaica-EU partnership is more than a relation between a recipient and a donor. It is a solid alliance based on shared values, aimed at common objectives, and needed especially at the time when so many risks threaten our societies. In true spirit of solidarity, the EU is happy to contribute in building a more equitable, healthier and prosperous Jamaica.
The Economic Program Oversight Committee, EPOC, is reporting that based on its assessment, Jamaica should pass the 6th IMF test. Officials from the International Monetary Fund are currently in the island reviewing the country's performance in the July to September quarter.
The major quantitative performance criteria that constitute the test include the primary balance, which actually came in at 43.6 versus the IMF target of 37.8. So we exceeded that by 5.8 billion.
EPOC's co-chairman Richard Biles was speaking at a press briefing on Thursday. He said based on the IMF's benchmark, tax revenues were $3 billion more than projected, reaching $169 billion. However, the government was behind in its tax collection target of $176.4 billion.
The government compensated for this shortfall by cutting back on expenditure, $6.3 billion on the capital side and $5.6 billion on the recurrent side.
Meanwhile, the EPOC co-chairman also had good news about Jamaica's debt profile as a result of the $800 million bond that government secured on the international capital markets early this year.
Well, in October, we paid off approximately $260 million in debts that fell due. So that is part of the $800 million being put to use in paying down the debts of the government.
He said the money, which went directly into the country's net international reserves (NIR), would also help meet debt maturity payments for 2015.
So I expect to see the NIR fall somewhat in 2015. But I say it now because I don't want us to be alarmed if in 2015 we see the NIR fall below $2 billion.
The NIR stood at approximately $2.2 billion at the end of September 2014. Jamaica and the UK-based travel company TUI UK and Ireland have inked a deal which will make Jamaica the home port for the cruise ship Thompson Dream for a second year in 2015. The deal was reached after the tourism minister and the director of tourism met with TUI officials at the World Travel Market this week. The Thompson Dream is already en route to make Montego Bay its home for this winter, and the packages will go on sale in December for the 2015 cruise. It's the latest in a stream of successful partnership agreements between Jamaica and the TUI UK and Ireland. This year alone, the Sensatori Resort was opened in Negril, and the TUI increased air service into the island from several UK regional airports. The Ministry of Health is reporting that there has been a significant decline in new chikungunya cases in the eastern parishes, including St. Thomas, Kingston, St. Andrew, and St. Catherine. However, increasing numbers are being seen in the western part of the island, with all parishes now impacted by the virus. For those who continue to suffer with joint pains associated with Chik-V, the ministry's acting permanent secretary, Dr. Kevin Harvey, is recommending mild exercise. He says some persons may also need physiotherapy, depending on the severity of the joint pains. Dr. Harvey adds that while most Chik-V infections completely resolve within weeks or months, there have been documented cases of related joint pains persisting for several years. And finally, Education Minister Reverend Ronald Thwaites is reiterating the charge for schools to become centers of environmental excellence and cleanliness. He was speaking with the JIS News on Tuesday while participating in a cleanup and tree planting activity at the Dunoon Park Technical High School in Kingston. The minister pointed out that the matter of school cleanliness was even more important with the country now battling the chikungunya virus.
We are very concerned about our health. Students, teachers must lead the community in establishing proper hygiene and good standards of environmental wellness.
The cleanup exercise was part of the week of activities for Dunoon's 35th anniversary celebrations. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.